is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. They've got Halliburton. Smith is out there with Turner. And it's Mr. Clutch. And it's Hield in at the 3, the small forward. 5 on the clock. Three-pointer, Markkanen. Rebound by Smith. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Clippers. Hield kicks to Gray. Back to Hield. Down low. Smith's shot is good.
And not just a scorer. Hield is solid at reading when his guys are open for a look.
And there's the pass to Markkanen. Utah moving it around. To the inside. Gay. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul.
Well, Rudy Gay was born in Brooklyn. Over 100 NBA players hail from that borough of New York City, making it a hotbed for hoops talent.
A lot of talent indeed, and Rudy Gay is just one of many stars hailing from Brooklyn.
And future Hall of Famer Carmelo Anthony was born there. And just like Rudy, was in Maryland for high school. Kemba, Bernard King, Lenny Wilkins, other legends from the Brooklyn borough.
Here's Gray. One of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And here's Sexton. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Count it. Good.
Beautiful move there by Sexton. Read the defender and has the body control to adjust.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
And putting that pressure on the rim. That's what it's all about, threatening with that attack.
Back to Halliburton. There's the dish to Turner. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
A big like Turner, just using that height inside, it's almost a lost art.
Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Beasley. A 3-ball. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. This their first chance this season playing the Jazz.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Very difficult game to predict. They are not familiar with each other. I expect to see a lot of in-game adjustments tonight on both sides.
And here is Markkanen following the 3 from Gray. Back to Sexton. And right away they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Sexton's got 5 points so far. Passes it to Hield. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Gray passes to Halliburton. 4 on the clock. And the layup is good.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
Sexton kicks to Beasley. Outside, Markkanen. Pass to Sexton. The feed to Gay. Right side, Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And the vertical of Sexton is amazing. At 6'2", he's just capable of hammering it home.
Here's Gray. Back to Halliburton. Gray dishes to Hield. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And whatever coach told them coming out of the locker room, they're listening. 5 out of 5 already.
Here's Markkanen. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
On that play, Markkanen just using his size. He's becoming a monster on the offensive end.
Gray passes to Turner. pass to Gray. On the wing, Heel. From 15 feet away. And it's Smith finishing it off.
Doing his job on the glass and doing it with force.
And Greg, it's not everybody in the league who can make those kinds of plays.
You know, this is one of his specialties, keeping plays alive, creating second chance opportunities.
And Utah has possession, following the score by Indiana. Beasley outside. And shot on the way. It doesn't go for him. So the Pacers will take it the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Mental toughness on the road. The arena was rocking, but they just got down to business and never let up.
It was a terrific performance we got a chance to watch. They got into a nice rhythm and made smart adjustments along the way. Anytime you watch the Jazz, you have to think back to those great Utah teams of the 80s and 90s. They easily could have won a few rings.
Maybe even more than a few. And Smitty, it seems hard to believe those Jazz didn't win a title or two.
Kevin, well, if it wasn't for a player named Michael Jordan, they probably would have. Those Stockton, Malone Jazz teams ran into Jordan twice in the finals when he was at the peak of his career.
And a first time out of the game called for Utah.
Jazz fans, here come the Utah Jazz dancers. Give it up for the Jazz Youth Dance Team, everybody.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Jazz. 7-point differential. Markkanen passes to Gay. Launches a three, and Lauri Markkanen with the three. Markkanen's got 5.
This is where Markkanen is lethal. Good balance off the catch, smooth mechanics, soft touch.
Pass to Gray. Halliburton outside. Inside. It's tipped. Pushing it up.
And the aggressiveness Sexton plays with is infectious. He motivates his teammates to play just as hard.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Gray inside. He's up against Beasley. And Turner kicks to Halliburton. Clock at 4. And again, it's Indiana.
The touch on Halliburton's shot really opens the floor up for him, letting him get to that mid-range.
Beasley finds Sexton. Back to Beasley. Passes to Sexton. Free throw line jump shot. It's rebounded by Gray. And some big news for MP with his endorsements. Greg, he'll be one of the faces representing Gatorade in short order.
And you think back to all the famous stars who have represented Gatorade. Now, adding MP to that group, that is a huge honor.
And so here is Indiana. After Colin Sexton's miss. Over Sexton. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. It's Beasley on the wing. Good on the three-point shot.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Halliburton kicks to Gray. Feeds it to Smith. Here's Mathurin. He's guarded by Markkanen. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. Well, we know the players enjoyed the rest they get during All-Star Weekend. But Greg, you think it should be moved till later in the season?
I like how the current format splits up the season, but it seems more fair to hold an All-Star towards the end of the season so that voters get a more complete look at each player.
Neesmith, he's checked in for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. Time called here. The Jazz decide to talk it over. Jazz trail by 3. Pass to Horton Tucker. Now Conley. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. Shot clock at 6. Here's Alexander Walker, covered by Gray. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. There's the pass to Gray. To the middle, here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Throwing it down on that one. Turner really showing off that athleticism.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Back to Conley. Here's Alexander Walker. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. And it's sent back by Turner.
And I would not test Turner. And Miles has led the NBA in blocks and just has great timing on his jumps.
Indiana leading by 5. Gray passes to Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Also, if you can't get stops at this point, it really doesn't matter what you do at the offensive end.
Here's Horton Tucker. A shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
Defense does all they can to stop Taylor Horton Tucker inside. He scores it anyway.
Gray kicks to McConnell. Pass to Gray. Pass to Mathurin. A baseline J, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Now the pass to Alexander Walker. Outside, Markkanen. To the paint, 13 feet away. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
This is what they like about Markkanen. He will make the next pass when the defense overplays him.
Neesmith, the pass to Turner. Here's Gray. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
What they have done is ran their plays all the way through until they get something they like.
And here is Olynyk after the three-pointer from Gray. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Here's Horton Tucker. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Already ahead by double digits, trying to run away and not look back.
Daniel Tice is checked in for Miles Turner. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses the 3. And here are the Pacers now. They're on a 16-7 run.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Tice against Olynyk. Over to the wing. Here's Alexander Walker. Money from the wing.
And with an excellent understanding of the game, Olynyk is able to find open teammates.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Stolen by Markkanen. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley with the 3. It's rebounded by Tice. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Pacers. They lead by 11. Here's Gray. 23 points for him the last game against Sacramento. And he gets the bucket.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
I'll tell you, this was their strategy coming in. They obviously identified a weakness there inside.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Fans, please, a big round of applause.
The New Orleans Pelicans, KD. The two players in Phoenix with Chris Paul and Devin Booker. DeRozan in Chicago. We'll hit those all day long. David, thank you. Offensive rebound. Misses in close.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Inside, Gray. Outside for Halliburton. Floats one up. Shot from 16, and the Pacers tack on 2 more.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
This has been an impressive performance tonight. Even with a big lead, they've maintained their focus.
Markkanen from outside. Rebounded by Jackson. Indiana leading by 18. Gray inside. Covered by Beasley. Gray, that's good.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Beasley outside. Beasley can't get that one to fall. Indiana's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Passes it to Gray. Clock at 6. Here's Jackson. That shot misses. Now the Jazz take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Clippers. A tough loss there.
And they brought the energy. I thought played well, but both teams really put on a great show. Unfortunately, someone had to lose.
Nothing to hang their heads over. When you have two evenly matched teams on a given night, it's anyone's ball game.
Here's what Utah's going with right now. Horton Tucker's checked in for Gay. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Colin Sexton. Nesmith, he's checked in for Indiana. T.J. McConnell comes in for Halliburton. Here's Gray, covered by Beasley. Lets it fly from 18. Markkanen pulls it in.
And that's okay. Even though you miss, you had the right guy taking the shot.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
And the Pacers have been one of those teams that they're allergic to rebuilding, but there's clearly a youth movement in Indy, and with young talents like Tyrese Halliburton and Ben Mathurin, they already boast some nice building blocks.
Here's Horton Tucker. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. The Jazz working the ball around now. Fader on the way. The Pacers pull it in.
You know, not sure if he's playing to the crowd, but no need for the fadeaway on that shot.
Here's Jackson. Turner trying to free himself up. Doesn't go for him. Jazz trail by 20. To the wing right side. Markkanen against Turner. Markkanen passes to Horton Tucker. Over Nesmith. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Trying to take advantage of soft defense. He might have gotten over-eager.
Here's Gray. Pass to McConnell. Here's Gray. Outside Jackson. High post shot. A nice shot by Nesmith. Nesmith has got his second bucket. Utah has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Here's Alexander Walker. He's covered by McConnell. Alexander Walker passes to Horton Tucker. 6 on the shot clock. A floater. And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That was a brutal turnover.
Jalen Smith, he's checked in for Jackson. Pacers leading by 22. McConnell with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The pass to Gray. To the middle. Out to Smith. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Gray. Second chance shot, and Turner finishes inside. Turner's got 8.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Passes it to Alexander Walker. 1:06 left in the second quarter. Good, nice job down low. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket of the night.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Reason why it takes extra energy to do it. You have to trust your defensive rotations, but it's worth it.
Here's Gray, covered by Beasley. Now, here's McConnell. They get it back, and he makes that one. Turner's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Alexander Walker passes to Beasley. Here's Alexander Walker. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Markkanen can't get it to go. Here's Gray, covered by Beasley. Here's Gray. And so a pretty lopsided game for the first half. Pacers out in front,
46.
running away with this
The
one.
Pacers, 70.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Colin Sexton having a dominant impact in this game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Smith is out there with Turner. And it's Mr. Clutch. Then it's Halliburton. And it's Hield in at the 3. The Pacers have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he can't hit the second. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Sexton against Halliburton. The shot by Sexton, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Halliburton passes to Gray. Turner looking around. 13 feet away. 6 to shoot. The shot's good from Smith.
Very few young players see the floor as well as Halliburton. It really shows just how impressive his ceiling is as a playmaker.
Sexton finds Markkanen. Beasley right side. Nailed from three-point land. Beasley's got 11 points.
This is why you're trying to get him as many touches as possible. He's got the neck.
Left side, Turner. To the inside. Pass to Gray. Smith kicks to Hield. Here's Turner. Another shot. That's tipped. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here. Here's Gray, covered by Beasley. 5 to shoot. Halliburton against Sexton. Halliburton, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. They'll be playing host to Portland for their next game. Beasley outside. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And back in 2021, Miles Turner put up a crazy stat line. 7 made threes, 13 rebounds, and 3 blocks. Just the 4th time someone has reached those numbers in a game.
Dunks aren't always for the big fellas.
A serious power move from the point.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Down low. Smith dishes to Gray. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And it's Halliburton missing. And for Turner, Greg, that ridiculous line has been equaled by only 2 players ever.
Hey, Kevin, how about that? Only Karl Anthony Towns and Vince Carter, who've had the combination of threes, rebounds, and blocks, shows you how special Turner's all around doing this.
He has to show real leadership out there and take this game into his own hands because he's shooting the ball well.
That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And even down big, the effort and energy is still there to try and make a comeback.
Here's Gray, covered by Beasley. Gray passes to Smith. Goes up the baseline. Nice jump shot. Good.
Assisted by
12 points for Buddy Hield.
He's given a great lift to this offense tonight. Very, very efficient.
Back to Sexton. Gay outside for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Halliburton's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith, and it's slammed in by Smith.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Utah calls timeout.
Yeah, just looking to tighten up their defense in the paint. They've got to be better.
It's a matter of want to. Helping out.
Different look for Utah. Olynyk comes in for Rudy Gay. And it's Beasley in for Mike Conley. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Daniel Tice. Nesmith comes in for Jalen Smith. Mr. Clutch is checked in for Hield. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. Outside, Markkanen. Sexton dishes to Olynyk. For 3, Beasley. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Gray passes to Turner. There's 31 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. To the left wing, and it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
Utah's gotten 1 of 6 3-pointers to drop since coming out of the locker room at halftime. It's Beasley on the wing, guarded by Gray. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Nesmith. Nesmith has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Gray. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
What I love, there was no panic on his part. That's the steady pulse you want in that situation.
And so it's the Indiana Pacers, ahead by 26 points as we get ready for the break. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assistant out there with Beasley. Then there's Rudy Gay, and it's Horton Tucker in at the small forward. That's the group right now for Utah. Beasley outside. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Second personal foul.
And the three-pointer GA has become a focal point of Malik Beasley's game.
Yeah, up until last season, only about half of his attempts were from beyond the arc. Now he's really zeroing in on the long ball as his primary weapon.
Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Talen Horton Tucker. Hield outside. Back to Halliburton. And the pass to Gray. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Halliburton against Conley. And Rudy Gay picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game.
First team foul.
And it's the Pacers with the ball. They have a 19-point lead. Hield against Markkanen. Just 5 to shoot. Right wing. Here's Gray, and there are the Pacers with another bucket.
In the mid-range, rarely the hallmark of efficiency in today's NBA, but it is on point tonight.
Pass to Markkanen, fires the three, drills it from outside.
Determination here, guys. A fourth quarter run that has them looking better and better as we get ready for the stretch run.
Here's Gray, covered by Beasley. Gray dishes to Smith, over Gay. Markkanen pulls it in. And so Markkanen will bring it up for the Utah Jazz. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. No good from Beasley.
At some point, when you recognize someone's this out of rhythm, you have to shift to something else.
That one drops for him.
Well, this is what you're trying to do. Put the game away.
And he's doing it by getting to his spots and making big shots.
Hield against Markkanen. Back to Beasley. And the layup falls. Beasley's got 4 points this quarter.
Even with his inexperience, you can run the offense through Markkanen because he has a good feel for the game.
Gray passes to Smith. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Third personal foul.
It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
Team foul.
Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pacers?
I think the mid-range game has been a go-to option for them in this game. And when it's working like it is for them, I see no reason to make a change.
And you also have to applaud how they've attacked the interior in this game. A lot of points happening for them in the paint tonight.
Beasley outside. Passes it to Conley. Over Halliburton. Second shot opportunity. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And one of the problems in the first half, that shoddy work at the free throw line. They needed to fix that, and they've been much improved since the break.
And you know there aren't many teams with a more dedicated fan base than Utah. The Jazz fans are behind their team no matter what.
Hield the pass to Gray. To the middle, here's Smith, and the dunk by Smith.
Beautiful location on the pass, as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Jazz trail by 20. It's always striking, Greg, to see the bond between the Jazz team and their followers.
Well, when you're the only game in town, people take the team to heart. And we see it in cities like Portland and San Antonio as well. The fans form that attachment to their team.
Here's Hield. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities, which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Yeah, well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But it's bottom line, more teams means more jobs, and that's a sentiment I think most can get behind.
Beasley with a clean look, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
Indiana ball.
Pacers leading by 21. Here's Gray. Pass to Turner. Hield outside. Good on the triple.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Conley finds Beasley. Outside, Markkanen. This one for three. No good from Beasley.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
The line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And Utah making a change here. Alexander Walker's checked in. In Indiana with a change here, too. Tice is checked in. Steve, you played all 4 years at Michigan State. When you think about the fun you had there, what was more enjoyable? Playing college basketball or in the pros?
Kevin, I have to be honest, both was fantastic. When in college those 4 years was something I'll never forget. But then obviously, ultimately, you want to make it to the NBA, and I got a chance to do that. So both were fantastic in my eyes.
And another great look at the 2K drive. Here's Hield, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Hield's got 6 points in the quarter.
And that's not easy, but Hield is an effective scorer who's capable of finishing through that kind of defense.
Markkanen can't get it to go. Here's Indiana now. They're on a 13-5 run. And Halliburton slams it in.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. The pass to Alexander Walker. And it's Gay at the elbow. Lets the three fly. Conley on the foul.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. In the corner, it's Hield. And then Hield with the dunk.
And we're seeing what a volume scorer Hield can be on his good nights. It's hard to put a cap on him once he gets rolling.
Jazz have gone 7 of 16 from the field here in the fourth. That's about 43%. Markkanen against Hield. Gay passes to Alexander Walker. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Second personal foul.
And we've seen not only some new trophies introduced, but Greg, some of the existing ones have been updated. You okay with that?
Oh, I am. In particular, a nice touch to have the previous winners etched into the base of the Larry O'Brien trophy. That's a great way to connect with the history of the game.
And Indiana making a change here. Turner's checked in. Here's Gray. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Hield. And again, it's Indiana converting.
And no one knows their job better than Hield. To energize the offense, handle a big chunk of that scoring load.
Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's Alexander Walker. Passes it to Fontecchio. Nice ball movement by Utah. No problem knocking that one down. Abaji's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Playing with good instincts. Nikhil making those around him better.
Hield outside. Gray passes to Hield. Out to the right wing. Trying his luck from deep. Rebound, Utah.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Shoots from the baseline. The shot by Alexander Walker, no good. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. We talk about players, Steve, we talk about coaches and GMs, but not too much about owners and their effect on the game and the organization.
Kevin, the owners for me are A1. It starts from the top. They're the ones who hire the team president, GMs, and coaches. And certainly, there are some teams who have some great owners.
Pass to Alexander Walker. The pass to Azubuike. The three.
2 minutes remaining.
And they force the shot clock violation.
24
Great D.
second shot clock violation. Indiana ball. Pacers substitution. Terry.
Indiana's gone 2 of 3 in the fourth quarter from long range. Good shooting so far. Halliburton outside. Pass to Gray. To the inside. Taylor kicks to Gray. Pass to Halliburton. And the Pacers another three.
We've seen him shoot at 40% from deep for a season, so Halliburton accurate from three-point land.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Horton Tucker. Here's Abaji. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
Abaji.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Pacers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And it'll advance their win total up to 12 on the season.
And so they win their first game against this squad.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win to come into an opponent's building and